Hello everyone, Uncle Rockstar here. Excited to finally share something I've been working on for the past few months, and that something is multisig support in BTCPay Server. Now, BTCPay is widely celebrated as a fantastic payment gateway, but what I always highlight to people is that it's also an incredible toolkit for self-sovereignty. And there are a lot of features, a lot of utilities, a lot of tools that people can use, not just for accepting payments, but really reinforcing their self-sovereignty. And I truly hope more people will see it this way, that more users will embrace these different tools within BTCPay, and hopefully more developers will build on top of them. So with this guide, what I'm trying to do is aim in that direction and show the way you can use multisig. So if you're a merchant upgrading from single sig to multisig, a Bitcoin pleb setting up a server for friends or family, or a developer excited to start experimenting with multisig, stay with me for the next 10 minutes and you'll just see how straightforward it is to set this up and get running. So to begin, I recommend first experimenting with a separate store, and once comfortable you can migrate your existing store to multisig or invite others to join your setup. So step one is gathering all the Xpubs and other necessary details from each participant in your multisig setup. While you can collect all this outside of BTCPay Server, I've created the Xpub Extractor plugin to simplify things. First, on your instance, you probably won't have it, so you need to go to Manage Plugins and then ensure that Xpub Extractor is installed. So I here can update it. I can update vendor pay, restart, and now in 5 seconds what will happen is these two plugins will be updated and deployed. When you're doing this, make sure that you double check the publisher of the plugin so that it's me, the Rockstar Dev, and not some cheap knockoff. And once you have Xpub Extractor, you are ready to move forward. Now, today I'll be using Blockstream Jade hardware wallet. And shout out to my fellow cypherpunk Adam Back for this great device. I've tested multisig with first version Jade, but I'm gonna soon verify compatibility with new Jades at Jade Plus. And if you're a hardware wallet manufacturer wanting to ensure BTCPay compatibility, please reach out. I mean, I'm already in touch with most of you, so let's connect and make sure that support for your wallet is happening in BTCPay and this multisig. So now, in order to fetch Xpub from this device, as you can see from the screen, you need first to run BTCPay Server Vault that Nicholas created. So what I'm gonna do is, I already have it installed, so all I need to do is run it, and once it is running, I will be able to unlock my Jade. So I go here, okay, BTCPay Vault is running, I click retry, and now I need to accept permission. BTCPay Server is connecting to the vault, and now I need to unlock my Jade. And one time when I was unlocking, I was quietly whispering the numbers, so won't be making the same mistake now. Okay, so Jade is unlocked, and this Xpub Extractor plugin is giving all the different options to fetch Xpub. So I do want multisig, I want address type segwit, and then I can fetch any of the accounts. Note that you can have practically unlimited number of keys from one hardware device, but let's say I'll fetch 21 counts. I get derivation scheme, root, fingerprint, and keypad. So I can copy all this information and save it into Notepad. Okay, so I'm saving it. And as I said, you can have more than one key from hardware wallet. So let me fetch another Xpub from this one, and let's go for account 22. I copy the information from account 22 on this hardware wallet, this derivation path, and now I have two information for two keys in multisig. What I can do is I can now say use another J that I have, and I fetch key from there. So no device connected, and we're going to fix that. Retry. Unlock this hardware wallet as well. Okay, and now I say, okay, I'll fetch 22 from account 22 from this device as well. Boom, there it is. And with that, I have 3 keys that I can use in multisig and create 2 out of 3. Let's say we'll create 2 out of 3 multisig in this tutorial. Now, what's possible is that you invite other people to join you in this multisig. So they could be the ones fetching the key from their hardware wallet. The way you do that is you go to users and you say, okay, say another user at rockstar.dev. The thing is, in order to invite people you to participate in multisig right now, you gotta grant them owner permission. This will change in future versions of BTCPay when we will introduce more granular permissions, enhancing security and limiting access to what's strictly necessary. So when you go add user, you're going to get that invite link, and now following this invite link, your friends can follow that same process of getting into Xpub Extractor and fetching their key from hardware wallet, and then send that to you so they can participate in multisig. Okay, now that we have data from 3 keys, we're ready for phase 2, and we can initialize Bitcoin wallet with 2 out of 3 multisig. The way we're going to do that is we clicked on Bitcoin, connect existing wallet, and then enter extended public key. So now I'm going to expand these multisig examples, and we see this example where BTCPay has this special format. So all that I need to do is say to off and then start entering Xpubs. So I get this Xpub it another Xpub and another Xpub. Click continue, and boom, we're going to get the list of first 10 addresses for our multisig wallet. Now it's actually tricky to verify these addresses. You can verify them from other software if you wish, but the way we're going to verify them is sending some Bitcoin to them actually. What's now really important is that we indicate that this is a multisig on server, and then in most cases you will want to include this non-witness UTXO data in PSBTs, because otherwise you will not be able to use some UTXOs to send transactions to certain addresses. So enable it like this for the most compatibility, and then save wallet settings. Now once you do that, you need to enter additional data here. So we have this master fingerprint and account keypad, so that when signing, BTCPay Server knows which is the device you use for signing, which is the keypad, so that all that can be properly used in the algorithm. Now we finally save those wallet settings, and we're ready to start testing. The way we begin is we go receive, and there we go. We have our first address for multisig to which we can send some Bitcoin to test multisig transactions. And here you can also add labels to make sure all your UTXOs are properly labeled and you know where they came from. So I'll copy this address, navigate back to wallet, and send a test transaction in here. Okay, we now see that we have some Bitcoin in the wallet that I've sent. And before we start playing with it, as Donald Trump loves to say, what we're going to do as well is we're going to set up some email rules on this store. That way, whenever there are events related to multisig pending transactions, we can get an email and we can review the transaction. So say let it go to my Hotmail account, and we can do this email rule triggering for all the events. So we have the one for when multisig pending transaction is created. We can have one when signature is collected with a handy link that we can just click an email and see what's going on in the wallet. And for the sake of it, I'll just add as well when transaction is broadcasted, we want email notification. And finally, if we start with a multisig transaction and then we want to cancel it, there is event for that, and we want to receive email as well. Okay, so all the triggers set up, we will be getting emails. And now if we navigate back to multisig store, what we can do is we can start sending Bitcoin. So a lot of advanced functionality here, but for sake of demoing just multisig, let us fill in the destination address. We can send all the Bitcoin, And then as you can see, we can create a pending transaction. Now, thanks to Cooks for starting the foundational work for this feature, because we can do tons with pending transactions. We could make them async in a sense that we could have a server, BTCPay server, broadcasting intent that, okay, I'm collecting inputs and outputs of for pending transaction. This is what I have so far. Others can send in their inputs and outputs. So a lot that we can do with pending transactions, but for now we're just using it for multisig. And there we go. Now we have a pending transaction. Scheme is 2 out of 3. It's detecting it nicely. 0 signatures collected so far, and we can change that. So what we can do is, again, go back to our hardware wallet. We can connect it, and then we go to view a pending transaction, look what's happening, what's the input, where we're sending this Bitcoin, and then we say, okay, we do want to sign this transaction as a participant in multisig. So I click sign, and I go to hardware wallet, and now I need to unlock my Jade again. So I'm doing that, unlocking, entering PIN, boom, device found. Now the transaction is sent to the Jade. I'm reviewing it, what's going on, where I'm sending this Bitcoin, what are the fees. It all looked good. So I'm signing it, and boom, I signed the transaction. And what you will notice is that there are 2 signatures collected. It's because, as you remember in the beginning of this tutorial, I've used one Jade to get 2 keys from it. So both keys, signed using the same device. And now, because I do have threshold of 2 transactions out of the 3, I can broadcast this. So let's go with boom, broadcast this transaction. Everything looks good. And there we go. It's no longer pending transaction. It's a transaction that's out of our multisig wallet. Bye-bye. So yeah, that's it. If you follow this guide and send multisig transaction yourself, congrats. Enjoy it. And remember that this is just a start. I'm eager to hear your reactions and suggestions for future improvements. So keep setting up multisig, keep your feedback coming. And as one final bonus, what's great is that you can build on top of this multisig feature. So everything else in BTCPay Server can now leverage the multisig. And small example, if you take my vendor pay plugin, you can now manage your payouts to vendors, contractors, manage your treasury by just doing the simple click. Okay, yeah, I want to pay these invoices. When you go to pay, everything will be pre-populated, and now you can create a pending transaction that will be multisig. So when you're paying out vendors, you can have rules of you need 3 out of 5 or whatever works in your case. So yeah, I see that this future of multisig in BTCPay Server is extremely bright, and I again can't wait to hear your feedback. Thank you for joining me, and let's keep building amazing things together.